no, we did it. Time after time, you see it fail. Time after time, you see us turn from small-scale military operations with a couple of dozen people, a couple of hundred people, to large-scale military operations with aircraft and bombing and tanks, and it always escalates. So two questions is, why do we get into these things, they fail, and we escalate them? Why do we do that every time, and then they still fail? So if you were making notes, you would say, okay, escalating does not do you any good. It's not going to make it more deniable, and it's
Perhaps you're invested deeply.
Perhaps you're not in deep enough. Maybe you're thinking about getting started. WallStreetWindow.com. Michael Swanson, the brilliant author of The War State, understood these trends professionally for many years, and now he gives you the benefit of his knowledge. WallStreetWindow.com. Go there now. Go there now. Go there now.
World order, gossip, hearsay, slander, rumors. There's a G for that, okay? So how do you combat it? Slowly, carefully, painfully. It's a painful process.
The views expressed by callers, co-hosts, or anyone else who happens to get on the air at Ocelli.com do not necessarily reflect the views of Ocelli.com or Chuck Ocelli, and we are not responsible for any stupidity which might ensue. Thank you.
Do you like history, real history, that you were never taught in schools? Why? The Vietnam War, nuclear bombs and nation building in Southeast Asia. By author Mike Swanson, with new documentation never seen before. That'll open your eyes to events that led up to this. Why? The Vietnam War, nuclear bombs and nation building in Southeast Asia, 1945 through 1961. Get your copy today at Amazon.com. Why? The Vietnam War, by author Mike Swanson.
Morning. This is a Muncie broadcast. Code Red, hood, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and it's 200 and something.
It is 214.
214.
Yeah, 214th episode. Uncle the Podcast live every Friday night. Ocelli.com.
Back on the air, and we got our buddy Chuck back.
We do.
So we're going to have those things started. Call on the ring.
We do. Yeah, we're taking calls again, tonight, as we usually do. The call-in number is 319-527-5016, live on Ocelli.com. So you can call in. We hope you will. You can also come on to the show via Skype. Yeah, message Chuck Charles.Ocelli at Skype, or call 319-527-5016.
And how is the old chat room up to? I don't hear them clicking.
The chat room is there. The chat room is there.
Where's the clicking, boys?
There's a little bit of clicking. There's not as much action as sometimes, but
last week it was going like crazy, man.
Yeah. The network, the Ocelli Radio Network, was on hiatus for a couple weeks, so people are making their way back. And I made the observation in the previous hour that Creative Accidents, who is always in the chat room, like every single week.
Yeah, he's always there.
Well, you know where he lives, right, Uncle? He lives in Texas.
Oh, he's a Texas boy.
And you know what's going on in Texas, right?
Some kind of weird stuff.
Yeah, they're having terrible winter weather.
Oh, that's it. That low. Yes, they are. Because Florida's been getting it, too.
Florida's got bad...
they're getting bad of it, too.
Yeah.
So what they get, Florida will get. So you know how it goes.
You know what's funny about that, Uncle, is that Florida not really that badly affected by this.
Why is that?
It's an interesting thing. Georgia and Florida are in the section of the country where it skipped over this heavy winter snap that hit a whole lot of the country and hit Texas very hard, and then just sort of steered away from Georgia and Florida in a weird way. I wanted to let you know something, though, because you always ask me this about international listeners, and it's kind of interesting tonight. You got France, you got a couple in Belgium. Belgium. Oh, yeah.
Catching your sidekick.
All right.
Sidekick can get that many people.
No.
We have, well, I'm not done. We have the UK, we have Australia, we have Ukraine, we have Canada, we have Italy, and of course, in various places in the U.S. Nobody is on the stream from Texas tonight, and usually we have a few listeners in Texas.
I can understand that, Texas people. They got this weather, and I don't think they'll be able to get on the line.
Yeah, no.
Of this weather. I let Texas pass on it because I know that they're having trouble.
Right, and for the first time, just so you know, you're on a UK-based network, the Post-Truth World .net radio network, which is Slipstream Media, and we are live via their channel as well. Now it's like 3:00 in the morning or something over there, maybe 4:00. I'm not sure. Very early morning, but we are live in the UK tonight, as well as Ireland is kind of part of the UK sometimes, but anyway, we're live in the UK-based, definitely British-based network there, and also in Ireland. And I have no idea how many listeners are on there. So just so you know, you're on another network, you're on a lot of other countries, and kind of an interesting live night. So for those people that are international, if you're listening late at night, early morning, whatever, it might be easier for you to call in via Skype, but what I want you to do is send me a message on Skype, and I will bring you into the call. I am Charles.Ocelli. And, of course, we're taking our phone calls like usual. So all that's open, and with that, Uncle, I'll shut up.
Sounds good, Chuck.
That's
Yeah.
good. At least now I got someone behind me.
Yeah, we got Chuck Ocelli over
Got
there.
a check there. He can tell me what's
The producer.
going on. Yeah, a producer's doing that.
It's good. It's nice.
So
I mean,
giving
it's
you some living room there, sidekick.
I can relax a little bit. I was playing producer duties the past 2 weeks.
Past 2 weeks, this sidekick here.
Not easy.
Not we couldn't get. We're trying to figure out how we get people online. We did get one guy though. One guy.
Yeah, we
tried him on one line. This one line thing, and we tried him, and he was on it.
We didn't get calls, but we
didn't get
got
calls.
a
Just
what was it?
no.
Skype. So through Skype,
check.
we got Robin.
We got Robin. That's
who it looks like Robin is there over at Twitch. We've got Green Seed and Twitch. So hello, Robin. Hello, Ray. In
phone with me right now, and I'm wondering when I'm going to get my Twitch started.
Well, we're on Twitch right now, Uncle.
Yeah, but I'm not on my phone. I'm not on Twitch.
Yeah, but
I'm just doing this here on a Friday.
Twitch isn't on your phone.
I know,
but you're on Twitch.
That don't make sense, does it?
It's better. It's better.
I don't understand.
It's better to be on Twitch than to have your phone on Twitch, I say.
Why's that?
Because we're making things happen. We're making the media.
We're gonna be. Let me explain. We are gonna be busy with doing these shoots.
Yes.
Cool. We got about what total so far? Yeah, so
okay, so as
what would talk about it?
If you're watching a live stream video, you see that Uncle and I are wearing the Uncle the T-shirt, tie-dye T-shirt exclusive here. So the much anticipated Uncle tie-dye T-shirts are here, ready for purchase, no less.
Yeah, ready to order out.
Ready to order out. So we'll have to explain how that works here for him, Uncle.
Yeah, well, want to go ahead and say that while we're waiting for some phone calls, me?
I will. So basically, I have it set up at UncleThePodcast.com, which is also the ageoftransitions.com. Just go to the website and go to the shop tab, and then there is an article on there that says Uncle the T-shirt, and you're able to buy it via PayPal, and the orders will be. We receive the orders directly. I'll, get the order ready and ship it out to you. And also when it comes to the tie-dyes, I've made it an option that if people want to just buy the shirt without any dye on it at all, just black and white shirt, you can get that. And there's no color. It's just black and white. There's not even the yellow with the Uncle logo. It's just a black and white Uncle logo on a shirt. Or the other option is you pay, it's $20 for the plain black and white shirt, and it's $30 for the tie-dye shirt. And with the tie-dye, you get to say what color you want, and we can really do any colors. But the colors that Uncle and I are wearing are, I've got like this sort of turquoise one, and then Uncle has one that has more fuchsia in it. And we can do any combination of colors. I've got all these crazy colors. Let me see if I can hold it up to the camera for you. We've got... what is this? Let me read all the names of these. We've got lemon yellow. We've got brilliant orange. We've got fire engine red, fuchsia, turquoise, medium blue, bright green, jet black. And so we do this ice dye method where I make sure that the Uncle the Podcast logo remains white as much as possible, although on some of them it does bleed into the logo a little, the color, which I kind of actually like the effect of.
Some actually did, but
a little bit
of it.
I can show them examples of that actually, Uncle. So let me pull
now
it up.
you see, you might want to caution people not to necessarily lean into the black so much on the tie-dye. You know why? Because if that bleeds into the logo, it might make the logo look strange. I mean, it could be a good effect, could be a bad effect. I don't know.
I'm thinking with black, I'll leave it around the outside edges of the shirt. I won't get near the logo with the black, but I would put around the edges. And really, if you choose just two colors, you're better off. I'll take pictures pictures. I haven't even posted them to the website yet.
You didn't?
Cool.
No, I haven't taken pictures of the shirts.
I thought you
I'm
already
going
done
to.
that.
No, I have it up. It's ready, but still in its early stages where I'm going to show you pictures of these shirts that we're wearing, and these will be like a color option. Like maybe you like the turquoise one, maybe you like the fuchsia one, and you can order those. And I'll when you order it, I'll make it for you and I'll get it ready, and then that's the way that'll work. But yeah, I really like the way that these two that we have came out, don't you, Uncle? Like the one that you have and the one I have. I'm gonna hold this one up to the camera here, so maybe they can see it.
That one.
There's that. So yeah, and of course, Chuck, we have your extra large, and you can tell us what colors you might like, and
you want to know what color you'd want on
we'll
it.
make it custom for you.
See, I wonder if there's an option there where you can just say surprise me.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, we can even do that if you want.
We
Yeah.
can.
You guys pick them. I'll trust that it's good. I used to do some tie-dye stuff. Like when I was a kid, I made money sometimes making tie-dye clothes.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of ladies like that kind of thing, like those odd sundresses tie-dye. They really enjoyed that. Sometimes you can do it with one tone, and I used to do the inverted thing where the pattern is actually white, but then you dye the shirt, that kind of thing.
Yes.
I did it all different ways, so
Cool.
a lot of fun. But I'm sure the dye and the process is better than it used to be with this kind of thing, because I used to do this by hand with rubber bands and all kinds of stuff.
No. I mean, we're doing it by hand, Chuck. That's really, that's our method. It's not really. It's still the same old thing. You have to prep the shirt with the soda ash and all that, but then I do this method where we do the ice dyeing. So we incorporate ice from our refrigerator.
We put it in the top of the ice it down, and then we put the shirt when it's completed down, and we paint? You dye it around it?
Yeah. I
dye it around it.
I pull the logo because I pulled the logo because I want to keep that white so that there's not too much dye on it. I pull that up. I put a plastic bag around it.
Right.
Then we put the entire shirt crumpled up on like a cookie sheet, and then I throw ice on top of that. Then I just kind of powder the actual dye powder on that, and it melts, and we leave it for 24 hours, and it gets this cool effect. I think it looks really good.
24 hours the next day, it comes out like you see here.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's that. Yeah. So I'm quite pleased with the way they're turning out. I hope that you all are seeing it well on the live stream here. I'll post pictures so that you can see up at the store at the unclethepodcast.com, so you can get a good look. And also with the sizes, I'll post what the sizes are so you know what size you're getting. It's small, medium, large, and extra large available.
And ask her what size they need also.
Oh, yeah.
But when they want, order the size they want.
Yeah, so whatever size you need, small, medium, large, extra large, we'll have it. Pick either the plain black and white option or the tie-dye option. We hope that you'll pick the tie-dye option because I enjoy doing it. We'll be doing it by hand here, so I don't know if that's like an extra selling point too.
I got this shirt on, and I didn't realize, of course, we had 2 other shirts, but not as good as these.
These came out very good. Yeah,
these came out better.
These
than
are the good
ones
ones
we had.
Yeah.
To quickly answer random death metaler in the chat room asking where they can be gotten, you can go to theageoftransitions.com or unclethepodcast.com, and there are shop buttons so that you can go ahead and click on it and order the shirt straight through the website, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah,
you can do that.
And it should be set up so that everything works, but like it may be that the first few orders, it should charge you for shipping based on like the weight and where you're at. That should work out. But whatever happens is whatever happens. I get a feeling like maybe the options aren't right, and it could be that the first order doesn't charge for shipping. And if that's the case, you get it with free of charge of shipping, but it won't be on purpose. It's not a weird promotion I'm putting out there. I'm just saying that's the way that things operate there. So I find that kind of funny, but it's shipping costs are quite reasonable if you're in the continental U.S. If you're international, it's going to cost quite a bit. So that's an extra charge, just so you know about that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have fun making these things. I think they look good. It gives you like an option to pick what you want. And it's like each shirt, Uncle, is a unique piece of art.
He's getting something you can do. I mean, he can do something he does fun with. So I say, go ahead and you can do the shirts. I mean, get him excited to doing something, and then at least you're doing something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just do it, so.
I'm going to hold up an example here. This one fuchsia shirt, the other one, because I just want to show on the live stream video for anybody that's watching there an example of with the ink, with the color. Sometimes it bleeds into Uncle the Podcast logo, as
like
you can
this
see
one
there.
Did.
So that does happen. So just be aware that can happen. I'm going to try not to make that happen. But I feel like even when it does, it's not a game changer for me. I think it actually looks kind of cool. But as you can see, the Uncle the Podcast logo is mainly in white. And the yellow in the Uncle the Podcast logo is actually the tie-dye itself that I put in there with tie-dye. That's not the screen print.
That's only supposed to be on the shoulders, as you see there. And around the neck.
Yeah,
around
exactly.
the head.
So that's fun too, is like making the Uncle the Podcast logo like two different mediums. It's the screen print of the black ink, and then the yellow that's usually part of the logo is actually the tie-dye dye, and then we tie-dye out from there. So I'm kind of proud of this, Uncle. I think it's turning out pretty good.
Actually, his wife sort of gave him the help.
She did?
You gave her help because she knows how to do some of this too.
It's in her wheelhouse, this, for sure. No doubt about that. So, Uncle, we've got a lot of action here on the chat room.
What's happening in there?
People are over at Twitch. They're at Ochelli.com. They're
in saying at Twitch.
Let's see here. They're asking where to order, but that's
that's another.
We answered that. Chuck already answered that at Uncle the Podcast.
I bet you there's going to be a couple of orders tonight.
There could be.
I bet you there'll be some couple of orders, so you better get started working on some.
Yeah. And I'll let you know on the sizes. Let me see for sizes generally it's an American Apparel shirt, and it's pretty standard, small, medium, large, and extra large size. Uncle and I are both wearing a large, and I can wear a medium or a large shirt. A large fits me like a little slightly baggier, more loose fit, and it works. Or I could wear a medium too, and it's more.
I have other one on medium, and it fits my shoulders good. But this one is a little large, and it's off the shoulders just a little.
I feel like Uncle or I both could wear either a medium or a large.
Medium for me.
Yeah,
I know for sure for me it's medium, but I
could do either. Yeah. But if you like it a little large, like maybe a large, and then it just depends on.
It stretches too. They might want it because it stretches.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 100% cotton shirt.
Well, you never know. You can tell. If say you wash it and it stretches and it doesn't stretch, they can use that extra large or whatever.
Yeah, maybe so.
Sizable size.
Maybe so. Sizable size. So get the sizable size that you need. We'll have it. If you want to wait on ordering, I'm going to put more details. Like I'm going to lay down every single shirt size flat and measure it out and list it at the shop page there at UncleThePodcast.com. So you don't have to rush in there. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post pictures of these shirts so you can get a good look at it, front and back, so you get an idea of it. And then your orders go to support the show. I'll say that. So you're helping the show out. So
helping the show, and the money goes to that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you buy it. It hits the show.
It's been something I've been wanting to do for a while, Uncle.
You
have merchandise.
To do this. You've been saying it. You've been saying you wanted to do something different, and I come up to saying, "Well, why not get the shirts going?" And then, boom, there we go. Starting doing the shirts.
Yeah. So
it's
we're
like
there.
Like past wise, we did the scooters. But, that was another story that we did.
Yeah, the scooters. That's a whole other story, isn't it?
But it's like that.
If you really want an Amish scooter, maybe Uncle and I can help facilitate that for you, too. So let us know. One left.
What do we have? One left?
Maybe for the right person, maybe, and in the right circumstance, perhaps.
I wanted the purple one.
The purple one. Yeah,
I wanted a purple one, but I couldn't get it.
Yep. So there it is, Uncle the T-shirt. We're live on Ocelli.com. It's good to be back doing a live show, taking calls.
Taking calls right now. Anybody that's on there want to call in? There's your number down on the screen somewhere.
I have it up on the screen if you're watching the live stream. But if not, it's 319-527-5016. Come on tonight or any Friday night when we're doing the show. Join the show. It's a casual, relaxed atmosphere. We want to talk to you. We want to hear what you're doing.
Maybe sunshine.
Yeah. Yes. It's always good.
Especially when I give her one.
Yeah. Oh, a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I got to know what size she wants.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see. Like we were saying, Chuck is definitely going to get his special shirt that we're going to surprise him with. I like that because I'm going to keep doing some tie-dyes and get this technique really mastered, and we're going to come up with something special, I think, for Chuck. Yeah. That's going to be cool. Okay, so yes, UncleThePodcast.com. We've got the live stream video, Twitch. It's a lot of fun, so I'm sure people are well aware that we're doing the Twitch thing. We see you in the multiple chat rooms here, so let's see. I want to see what people are saying actually here.
What are they saying?
Looks like the Ocelli.com chat room is quite active.
Yep.
So cruising the Cali streets on an Amish kick bike scooter in a tie-dye uncle shirt. Need a promo video.
Who got that?
That was Face Shifter in the Ocelli.com chat room. I like that idea.
Boy, now what are we going to do? Have another scooter problem?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could make a video out of that as he's suggesting, Uncle. Ride that Amish scooter around the streets with a tie-dye.
Well, I got to have the right scooter, though.
Okay.
The problem is I don't have the right scooter yet.
You could ride that silver one.
Well, I use a silver one.
Silver one would work.
Yeah, I use that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. We could take it down to maybe Long Beach and hit the beach path or something, or maybe even the Strand, Redondo Beach or something like that. Venice, for goodness sake. Yeah. And maybe when this whole COVID thing is over, we'll get out there and just make a fun little video like that.
It's the COVID thing that we have to do, bud.
Oh, yeah, we got to.
When was everybody get their shots?
Oh, they're all out there doing it right now.
Everybody needs to know when they're going to start getting this. So they got them on the board, though. This president's got it on the board. They're throwing it out there.
It's moving along. Yeah, we'll see.
I got to say, it's moving faster.
It's hard to know what's going on with that whole situation. It's all just ongoing, but maybe it'll be over at some point. Maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe it'll just keep on going on forever, too. That's also a possibility.
Let's just get the shots first. People don't even got their first shot.
No,
People
they don't.
only got gone into their second shot. So you don't know what's going to happen next.
Oh, it looks like okay, this is exciting news. Random Death Meddler is reporting in the chat room that he says he just bought one XL. Tie-dye that shirt as metal looking as you possibly can. Okay, we'll break out the dark colors for you. Random Death Meddler.
Death Meddler, what do you get?
Random Death Meddler. He's here almost every week. He's in the chat room almost every week.
Is that the one that we were talking about with what's his name?
We have before. I know we've talked with him.
We talked about him, and you were going to send him a plain shirt.
I'm going to send him a tie-dye shirt because he just ordered one.
Oh, no, he ordered one.
He ordered one, yes.
Well, there goes.
Exciting.
First one.
First order from Random Death Meddler. I'm excited. I
was thinking about it was somebody wanted the white one, and it ordered a white one.
Oh, a white, a plain white shirt. I'm sure somebody will order that too. Yeah.
Man, that's the First 100. Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
exciting. Thank you, Random
you.
Death Meddler. And in the past, he has sent me very cool pieces of mail in the past too.
Was he the one that's in the mailbox? In
Yes.
your mailbox?
Yes, he's one of quite a few
And
actually.
then Ed was the other.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
thought he sent me one too. But
Random Death Meddler sent me this thing he found from a flea market, I think, which is this little Masonic handbook thing, which was really cool. And he sent me a bunch of death metal stickers, which are awesome. Because I too like that genre of music.
Ooh.
It's good.
Well, I was listening to some
Exciting.
music myself today.
You're listening to rock music.
Yeah.
What were you listening to?
Hot metal. Yeah,
Metal.
Hot metal on my.
What band? Do you know what band you're listening to, or what song?
It was.
Was it the radio or was it YouTube?
What's YouTube?
It was YouTube.
YouTube.
So like Megadeth or something, or Metallica, or one of those big four bands.
One of, Manica, I think.
Okay.
It was Manica.
Okay.
And Whitesnake.
Whitesnake. Okay. So maybe glam metal then.
Glam metal.
Maybe glam metal from 1980s. Okay. All right. There we
Trying
go.
to find this one song that I liked, but I'm trying to find it. It was two of the songs, and I didn't know if it was the same one though. It was
Okay.
the same video with the girl jumping all over the car.
That is the Whitesnake video you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking
Here I
about.
Go Again, or whatever it's
That
called.
must
Yeah.
have been it then.
Yes.
Oh, that must have been it. I couldn't find it.
Definitely their most popular song,
That's
most
that
famous song. It's one of the more famous hair metal genre music videos
Yeah.
that was ever made, for sure. It's
What?
one of the more popular videos made in
I
that.
was eating lunch, and then listening to my music, and that's when I was starting to listening to that.
Whitesnake.
Whitesnake.
Okay.
Two of them.
People might remember Bobby Budnick really loves Whitesnake from.
That is a pretty good popular band. That show, that band.
Yeah, Whitesnake. I
should've liked it because I didn't realize how popular he really is until I saw this one video of it.
It was popular for a minute, yeah. For a second there, Whitesnake was huge, chart-topping success.
Yeah.
Then they weren't.
Yeah. Wow.
They were one of those bands that kind of came and went.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of those beasts around. Uncle, you were kind of into some of those bands in the 80s, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you go to like a Poison show?
I went to a Poison show.
You saw them?
I saw a Poison show with my ex-wife. First time ever, she wanted to go see a rock band. I was surprised because I've always liked that Poison, but I've always wanted to see it live myself.
So wait, that was your wife?
Ex-wife.
Your ex-wife? Okay, so
second one.
So your second wife went to the Poison show with you,
Right.
and that was the first concert she'd ever been to?
Well,
She'd never been to another rock concert before?
I don't think she'd been to some, but I'm not sure if it's a rock concert.
Okay.
Don't know.
But if it wasn't her first one, it was definitely one of only maybe a couple that she'd seen, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
She still enjoyed it.
She enjoyed it. Okay,
Yeah.
well, good. Success.
But I sure what I liked was Bob Hat. I liked the Bob Hat, with the guy with the hat.
You're
Bob
talking.
Hat. I
Okay,
liked
you're
him. I don't know why, but out of the group, that's the guy I like.
you're talking about Slash,
Slash,
the
one with
guitarist.
The guitarist with the hat.
Rose.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses, of course.
Guns N'
Of
Roses.
course, yes. Everybody remembers him.
Yeah.
Or could be Velvet Revolver if it was a later Poison show, like, only a few years ago. How long ago were you married to your second wife?
Actually, 39 days. if you really want to know.
So it lasted
How
39
long
days.
ago? I mean,
No,
like
that was my
years
first.
ago, or not how long were you married, but 39 days.
my first one.
I
That's the
absolutely bow to you, sir.
About
Go ahead.
over a year. The second one. That was the first one. And my
This was clearly your marriage was in the 1980s, Uncle.
yeah, 1980s.
I mean, we don't know.
Over a year. Way over a year. The second one.
Okay,
First
so it had
one was
late
39
80s.
days.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, late 80s sounds right.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
late 80s, early 90s, but in the later 80s, I think.
Yeah, when Poison would have been actually touring. Yeah.
That-
Well, right,
that's
yeah,
what
right,
Poison
right.
and Guns N' Roses would have been touring together. Yeah, I got you.
that's right.
But still, absolutely boss. 39 days. I love it. Okay.
Well, that was the
Go ahead.
first. That was the first marriage.
Yeah. I'm
The
just
39
giving you
days was the one on the first marriage.
my admiration is what I'm giving you, sir. That's it.
The second one.
I
The
think-
second one was longer.
I think Chuck might be a little jealous of you, Uncle.
What?
I am.
Why is that?
You know, because
They never hold on. They don't know how to hold on to a white man.
listen, my first marriage was like a Star Trek mission, a 5-year, experience, and
5 years.
long years.
Well, I broke that record in the first marriage.
No,
The
I
first
got you.
wife.
No arguments. I'm in awe. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
That was over.
So the Poison Show, first wife. Brett Michaels up there doing his thing. What is one of the guys named Ricky Rocket in that band? For God's sake, am I right in that? I don't want to be, but I think I am.
You
Ricky
are.
Rocket.
Oh dear Lord!
I never heard of the man.
You-
Name. That name.
Is that the guitarist, Chuck?
No, that's the Top Gun. The top head with the hat on. Head. Not him.
That's Slash.
That's Slash
is
we're
the guy you're
talking
thinking
about.
of with the hat. That's
Right,
who
right.
he's thinking. But Aaron is talking about the guys in Poison.
Right,
Bradley
right.
Nichols and- yeah.
Poison. Oh, the group Poison.
The group Poison, yes,
Oh,
yes.
I thought it was.
Not the toxic substance that will kill you if you consume it. This is the toxic substance that if you listen to it, you might be in pain, but it won't kill you. You'll get over it.
Maybe.
Whoa. I mean, that was a rough show. I gotta tell you, that was some band music.
It was
going crazy.
Was the crowd like really into it, getting a little
They were
wild?
getting into that one.
Okay.
I mean, if there was one show to see, that was the one to see. Everybody
Okay.
jumping up and down their seat, going crazy.
Sure. Sure. I'm sure it was interesting. I have no doubt. If I could time travel back to that very show and go there tonight just to be there, just even if I was like some sort of ghost or fly on the wall, just to witness it, it'd be an absolute treasure. I wish I could do that. I know I can't, but it's just a fun thought. It would be.
Random Death Metaler surprises me by reminding me that C.C. DeVille was the guitarist in Poison, but Ricky Rocket was definitely part of the band. Wow. now, here's the visual I want to put in your mind, Aaron, and see if you can control your laughter. But imagine Uncle going to a Slayer show accidentally in that era.
Oh yeah, Uncle. I think it would have fit right in there.
Slayer show? What does this Slayer show mean?
Also heavy metal. Well, I don't know if I should use the word also, but it's a thrash metal band, probably the most famous thrash metal band of all time.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Should you use the word heavy metal? Yes. Should you use the word also? No.
yeah, exactly.
Oh no, we're getting into that kind of line.
Exactly.
I did. No.
You know the music like I play when I'm practicing guitar, Uncle, when I'm playing guitar and it's like the heavy metal stuff.
I gotta start listening to his music.
It's like that. Yeah.
That kind of music.
That kind of music, yeah.
That I gotta have to start listening to your music to know what I'm trying to listen to.
Yeah. I've seen them twice. I've only seen them twice, but one of them was with the original lineup, and one of them I think was with Paul Bostaph on drums. Not Lombardo wasn't there, but that was really cool. That was years ago, and it was awesome. And Good show. Gets pretty crazy, of course. It's a good time. Good time, Uncle.
I've also got another good idea, partially inspired by Random Death Metaler, and I think you should do this at some point, is go on YouTube, find some live clips from Gwar, and play them for Uncle, and also record his reaction to Gwar.
You know what that is, Uncle?
No idea.
Oh, man.
I gotta hear these music. I gotta hear it to see it to know what I'm looking at.
You know, with Gwar, Uncle, you could go to a Gwar show wearing the plain black and white Uncle graphic T-shirt. Then you get down front, and then by the time you leave the show, it'll look like the Uncle tie-dye shirt like we're wearing now.
You mean
like,
they spray this stuff on the shirt?
Yes, that's
How
what
do
happens.
They do that?
They shoot blood all over the audience.
All kinds. Well, and
it's not
other,
real, but
and other fluids.
yeah. Other
Maybe
stuff,
that's
yeah.
a fast way to do the shoots.
It could be. Yeah, you get a.
That'd be quick. Talk about doing the shoots.
Oh yeah. I've been to multiple Gwar shows.
We'll do a Gwar style bedazzling of your shirt.
Yeah, that would be
Wow, that would be weird looking.
I'll have to show you those videos, Uncle. Those are fun.
I
The
haven't
Gwar
seen
videos.
any of these things.
You'll have to check it out. Yeah, they've got a bunch. They did a bunch of videos back in the 90s, especially. They were quite prolific. They've been around since, I want to say, the late 80s, but yeah, they're still around now. Original vocalist has passed away, but yeah, I saw them multiple times. Yeah, they spray blood. They dress up like giant space aliens. They play heavy metal, and they like make these giant creatures, like Jim Henson style foam creatures, come out, and they chop their heads off. They'll cut the head off like the president. Like I know George W. Bush, they cut his head off when I saw him, and that sort of thing.
They did.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Kind of. Amazing.
That's a good show, Uncle.
That. Yeah. So, okay, let's see.
Gwar have awesome costumes and music, says Ray, the Ford Freak at Twitch. Oh, and then we've got Robin asking how long Uncle's hair was. This would have been at the Poison show, I assume. How long was your hair then, Uncle?
About here.
So not too long.
Not too long.
There's I've seen the old images of you around that time. You had a mustache like me at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a mustache.
Was that, how long did you have that thing?
That was a while.
You had that for a while, okay.
I had it for a while, but then started to go goatee, and it came on after a while. But no.
Photoshop challenge to the audience who likes to do this every now and then. How we put Uncle in dreadlocks at Gwar show?
The problem is I don't have enough hair for that, though.
That's the miracle of Photoshop, Uncle.
What's the Photoshop?
Somebody could do this.
They can make more hair?
Yeah, on Photoshop. Mhm.
Oh, boy. I get back to Photoshop for a while.
Yeah, make one of those images. That's how I made the images like that we use with the graphic logo for the show, and like these ones that we use for the live stream and whatnot, Uncle. It's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful. I used it for. Or actually, I used Illustrator for. I use Illustrator more than I do Photoshop, but they're not far apart. They're both in the Adobe suite of programs.
Oh, wow.
Graphic design stuff, Uncle. It's fun. Good times.
Wow. Let's get the phones going, Chuck.
You can call in. There's still enough time. We've got like about 15 minutes left in the show. You could call 319-527-5016. Skype, Charles.Ocelli on Skype. You can message him and he'll bring you in. So any Friday night on Ocelli.com, you can call. Or
I haven't heard your father lately on here.
Yeah, he doesn't usually call in. He listens to the show.
I haven't. That would be something to hear him call.
We'll have to get him in a tie-dye shirt when he comes out here.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me, Aaron, did you see the hi in the chat room from somebody who you work with?
No.
at the beginning of the Uncle Show? Yeah, I didn't think you did because you didn't mention it.
Oh my gosh, I missed that.
Yeah, roll back the chat room at Ocelli.com, which we do quite often, by the way, is roll back the chat and take a look at the comments.
Okay, yeah. My goodness. I have an idea of a couple people it might be. Gosh, I missed that one. Sorry, coworker, who it's a couple people who I would assume. Let's see here. Oh, hey, yeah. It's Nick. Okay, it's Nick. And Nick, of course, is the man who, not tie-dyed, but he screen printed these shirts.
Oh, it was him that did the shirts.
I'm sorry, I see a name under your old boss, Jeff.
That's an inside joke between me and Nick.
Okay. I thought maybe there was another one. Okay. Okay.
That's a really cool chat room name is what that is. Yeah. But he says, sup, Franz, it's Nick from work. Hey, Nick, if you're still listening, I hope you are. Sorry I didn't see that until now. But yeah, Nick is the guy that screen printed these shirts, and I'm glad that he did.
He did a pretty good job with them, too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they made a man face, just like it says on the poster.
Yep. Black ink on a white shirt, basic. I mean, even I could go over here and grab out a black and white shirt so people can see it now. I don't know if I will, but it's
before the dye gets on it.
Yeah. But they look good too. But I mean, the tie dye is something that I feel is really cool. But the black and white one looks fine too. So of course those will all be posted at unclethepodcast.com in the shop soon. Yeah, we got a lot of people. You know what? I didn't know how many people would be here tonight, honestly, because it seemed like in the previous hour that not so many people were around. And then the Uncle show started. It seemed like everybody just started congregating, Uncle.
See? They come to my show.
I see.
I'm the one that brings the show in. I mean...
Bring the ruckus.
Right. What did you have in your past last hour? For that, may I ask?
What did I have? Well, I don't know for numbers, but I mean, I was actually away from the mic for most of the show because I recorded the interview, the main interview earlier in the day.
That's right.
And then we just replayed it, and then I just kind of introed it, and then I came back and I said, okay, the show's over. Now it's time for Uncle. So that was the show tonight.
Oh.
But
so
it was,
you weren't live.
Yeah, it was a good show, though, with Artisan Loaf, who you know.
Yeah.
We've had him on this show, and he's been on the New Year's Revolution, and he's done that before. Yeah. So Artisan Loaf on to talk about Elon Musk. It was a good show. That's all I know. How many people were listening? It's hard to say. I
know that they're listening for some people.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So of course we're glad to have everybody listening here tonight. Maybe you've never seen the show and you just kind of happened upon it on Twitch and you're insane, so you decide to click on the random weird podcast live stream that is our show, and maybe you kept watching because you're even more insane, and we're glad that you are.
Our old neighbor in Orange. I want to send one off to him, too.
Oh, okay.
What was his name?
You're talking about Marshall.
Marshall.
Back in Orange County.
Yeah.
Still living in Orange County, yeah. Well, he knows where to find them. They're at theageoftransitions.com, unclethepodcast.com. He can find them. I have not heard from Marshall in quite a while.
I know. I was wondering how he's doing.
I don't know, but I don't expect to hear from him, quite honestly, Uncle. And they're saying sanity is overrated. That I believe that was Random Death Meddler, was it not? No, that's Ray. I'm sorry. Ray. Sanity is overrated. I agree. We don't need that kind of nonsense around here, is what I say, Uncle.
Oh, well, I walk this dog, and then dog is coming to my show.
Yeah, she seems to just kind of find her way in here every night.
She came and come in and wanted to see what's going on.
So the dog's hanging out with us. So
the dog's with us here.
Now, at least she's relaxed and not like crashing the door down.
No, it's because I walked her for a long time.
Yes,
that walk did it. Even though she knows what comes in. But.
That's a new rule on Friday nights: is the dog has to get walked before the show starts.
Yeah, and I did that. I walked one walk tonight. So.
Oh, yeah, so she's all right.
It's okay now. It's okay.
It's all right, yeah. I mean, we can see the little spinning globe graphic here on the live stream, Uncle, and there have been lots of locations popping up that are on Ocelli.com listening live. So there were a number of them at the start of the show, and they kind of pop up. So they come and go, and I've seen a lot of different locations just on that thing. So that's pretty exciting.
So there isn't calls out there, Chuck?
No calls, no.
No calls.
Oh, we've got... Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just going to say that, part of the country, though, is not tuned in. We don't have our listeners in Oklahoma or Texas that we normally would.
Oh, yeah,
and Louisiana is also not present as they usually are. So there's a bunch of people that, right now their power's out, or they're going through the rolling blackouts, or stuff like that. Internet might be down. So, there's a bunch of people missing, and we're also spread all over the place tonight. A wider area of people on the planet tuning in live. So I don't know. It's different. It's a different sort of night. It's not like we have very few people, but we also have a whole section of people that are just not appearing. Again, for the various reasons I cited. So anyway, you were going to say something else, Aaron.
Well, I was actually going to say that I see another person in the Ocelli.com chat room, which is Divine Brick, who is my friend Josie here in LA, who was on the show a couple months ago, I want to say.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, he was on the show.
He was on the show because you wanted him as a guest, and he came on my guest show.
So hello, Divine Brick in the chat room there. Glad to have you on. And everybody showed up tonight. This is exciting. And Divine Brick saying, let's see here. He's asking you, Uncle, what concert would Uncle, hold on, it popped out for a second. What concert would Uncle, let's see here, go to after we get to have fun again? After we get to have fun again when COVID's over, what show would you go see, Uncle? Musical show. Maybe like Guns N' Roses or something like that. What band would you want to go see?
Poison Again.
Poison Again.
I like that group.
Wow.
I even have it on my phone somewhere on it.
You got like a Poison ringtone?
No, it's no, not the sound. The band.
Yeah. Oh, because you watch them on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
I listen on YouTube. I think I'm going to throw out the other one I have, because it's saying updating. It's updating my phones.
Okay.
When they update, I'm not going to play with it.
Not messing around with that, huh?
No.
Okay.
I got a few of them on there that's saying it now on my phone. Updating.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how the heck do I update them. I don't even know how to update them.
We don't want to mess around with that, do we?
So I'm just going to let them go when they go.
Okay. So let the phone die, essentially, is what you're saying.
No, the app.
Oh, let the app just do its thing and update or not or whatever.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to fix it, and I can't get it right. I get my number. I get what I'm supposed to put down. I've asked you a couple of times. I put all you mentioned down, and nothing seems to work. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, these phones, they can be frustrating.
So.
They can be frustrating, but we'll get through it. We'll figure out what's going on. It's always a challenge to figure out what the phone might be doing, but we'll get through it. No big deal. Don't let the brain overtake your brain, as we say.
Yeah, well, it's working itself with the music. Not the talking, the music part.
The YouTube app is what you're having issues with, I'm guessing.
That with, not the app itself, it's the updating every time they have to update them.
Yeah, it likes to do that. They like to update.
Why do they do that so often? I like to know.
Got to be on that new version.
I mean, they keep... that's crazy. I just don't know.
You're keeping up with the changes going on with browsers and with...
Is that what it does?
They're doing all sorts of stuff when they make those updates and like fixing past problems and keeping up with the new...
What it is then. Because I have a few of mine on mine already saying updating. Some. A few on my apps. But the good thing I don't have this one isn't connected yet. This new one that you put out on my phone.
No, not yet.
It's not connected.
Uncle, they're requesting shout-outs. We got to give some shout-outs here. Who we want to shout out to tonight?
to the chat room. For you chat room people, I'm giving you guys a shout out.
Shout out, chat room.
Tonight's chat room and Cully.com's shout out.
Yeah, the Ochilli.com chat room. Quite lively. Lots of different people there tonight.
To you guys.
Yeah, so shout out to Nick, shout out to Josie, Divine Brick Artist, shout out to Random Death Meddler, especially shout out to you for being, I believe, the first person to order a shirt.
Yeah, out to you, shout out to you.
We'll have to send some special stuff. I'll be sure to send some extra stuff in the package there for you, Random Death Meddler. I have a few things I can throw in there for you, so I will. So you get the award, I think, for being the first to do that, so big thanks to you. Let's see here. We had Ray. We had Robin. I know had been in the chat room at one point or other. Probably still there, I think. So a lot of action. Glad to have everybody here on Friday night on Ochilli.com. Yeah, again, I didn't know what to expect. This being our first week back with Ochilli.com, but it was a complete success, I'd say, Uncle.
Well, they know when he was coming back, I suppose. Mm-hmm. The people knew when Chuck was coming back. He told them in two weeks. Before he left, be back in what, two weeks, and they knew, the chat room people.
Clearly, everybody marked their calendars.
They marked them. Yeah, they knew he was coming back this week.
They came back, so thank you. We thank you all for doing that, and we'll be here every Friday night on Ochilli.com. This is 11 p.m. Eastern for the Uncle Show. Yeah. Which is what?
It's 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, it starts 8 p.m. here on our watch here on Pacific Standard Time. Subscribe to the Uncle social medias at Uncle Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Uncle Podcast
and Twitch.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to the Twitch channel. You're going to want to do that and let everybody know about that one. UncleThePodcast.com, of course. You pick up the podcast. And Uncle, the tie-dye shirt now available for you there. So I'll be posting, again, more pictures of the shirts, more details on the sizes and stuff. But they're ready for you to order now if you want them. So thank you, everybody, for your support. It does help the show out. And we really appreciate everything, just you being there. So it's cool, Uncle. It's fun to do this.
I would like to know, I know she's been busy, when Sunshine be back.
I
have to have a show.
She'll be back, I'm sure. So Ray is saying, cheers, Uncle. Yes, so cheers, Ray. Ray. This is it. Yeah, UncleThePodcast.com. Uncle, this is the end. What do you got? Bring us home.
That's the show. Bye-bye. Boom, boom, boom. Being really on that fast.
All right, guys.
Not necessarily going to make it work. Okay. First question. So why do we always escalate? And why do we always try to do it deniably, which means spending colossal amounts of money to make the weapons deniable, to make the advisors deniable, to when the day after it starts, everybody knows we were behind it. So what I do in the book is to look at these things and say, after we do this, does anybody ever do a follow-up? Does anybody do a debrief? Do we never write down any lessons learned? And the answer is, yeah, we do all the time. And we did. And for example, we did after the Bay of Pigs. We write it down. We have committees. We review it. Even the director of the CIA says, don't ever do this. Don't do it this way. And then within 3 years, we're doing it again. So one of the things I examine in the book is the social, institutional, cultural, anthropological question of why do we have no institutional memory? Why do we keep doing it this way? And then at the end of the book, I compare it to the way other people do paramilitary activities like that and why they are far more successful for far less money, and why they are actually being successful in the 21st century when the United States was so unsuccessful. Now disclaimer, that's not a recommendation that anybody should be doing this, but if you're going to look at it objectively, it's like, why does Vladimir Putin do it and it succeeds? Why do the Iranians do it and it succeeds? And why could we never do it and have it succeed? And they spend much less money than we ever spent. So the book is kind of that's why there's a question mark in the title. It asks a lot of questions and tries to at least offer some analyses and opinions about those questions. But that's
everybody. Thank you so much for listening live tonight to the show. Glad to have you listening to Uncle the Podcast. I'm just, this is Aaron here, of course. Sometimes I do the after show, but I think I'm going to get going here. Just to let you know, the music that's been playing is H501L. It's from the album Cheerful Insanity of H501L. You can find that on Apple Music. He was here in the chat a few weeks back, and he sent me the song, and so I've just been playing the whole album here, actually. So I hope you've been enjoying that. The song's called Sai Baba. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... like I say, usually I kind of hang out and do an after show, but I don't know if anybody's even left on here. It doesn't look like anybody is left, which is fine. But probably next week I'll hang out for a minute and we'll do the after party thing. If you want Uncle the Tie-Dye t-shirts, they're at UncleThePodcast.com on the shop. I'm really excited. I'm wearing this one here. I really like the look of the turquoise and blue one. But there's the possibilities are endless with tie-dye, and each one a unique piece of art. So we'll see you next week. Take care, and seeker, seek on.